Ding 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 ding. 5 a.m. Oh, I must be a successful entrepreneur, right? I gotta get up. It's 5 a.m. You might be thinking, in order to be successful as an entrepreneur, you've got to do all the things just right. You might be thinking, well, I've got to get up earlier. I've got to be up at 5 a.m. because I've got to do my morning routine by a certain time, and I've got to do that, and I've got to grind, and I've got to go. Now, there are days where you have to do work. You have to do the things, and it's going to be hard. I won't lie. Absolutely. And what you want to do is you want to make sure that what you're doing is actually really good for you. So today, I'm going to talk to you about how successful entrepreneurs start their morning. I used to be a 5 a.m.er. Now, I kind of forgot about that, as crazy as it sounds. I forgot about that until my sister over the weekend sent me an email. This is from 2006, actually, before I became an entrepreneur, that I was getting up at 5 a.m. I had young children, and very young children, actually one child, second hadn't even been born, and a husband, and I worked full time. So 5 a.m. was the time I had to get up. And you know what? I loved getting up then. So if you love getting up then and you're not overtired and things are good, this is not for you. It's if you're feeling like, oh my gosh, I just have to get up earlier. What's the matter with me? Because I've had those clients. And here's what I want to say with all the love in the world. It doesn't actually matter when you get up. What matters is what you're doing with your day. That's what matters. So whatever you're doing, make it intentional. Okay. And now I've talked before these last few weeks about morning routine, so we're not going to go into that this time. What I do want to talk about, I'm get my glasses here, make sure I got everything I want to get here. I really want to say it's focus. It's absolutely focus. And it's what you're placing your attention on. And incidentally, I have a whole episode attached to the email that this is going to go out with on Sunday, whatever the date is, 23rd or something like that. There'll be a podcast episode. And we talk a lot about focus and how important focus is and ways to focus more as an entrepreneur, especially a spiritual, maybe all over the place, heart-centered, purpose-driven, etc., etc., okay? So make sure you listen to that. And for the rest of my time here, just know that it's a lot less about how early or not early you wake up, and it's more about the intention that you have for your day, and not to forget the really important things. And you don't need to do all of this. Remember I said I'm not going to get into your morning routine stuff as much, but your routine during the week, at least over the week, should include items that fill your tank in these 6 categories. And I'll tell you the 6 categories. They are emotional, practical, physical, mental, social, and spiritual. So your morning routine can vary, and you can start, it's sort of like a good recipe. So you start with a good known recipe, and then you can add in spices. You can change the amount in the recipe. If you're not a cook, I guess you'll have to think of a different analogy. That's just what's coming to mind just now. So that's the message I have for you. Don't worry about waking up so darn early if that's not for you. On the other hand, if it is for you, by all means do it and get rest the way it works for you. Don't forget your rest. Don't miss your rest. Rest is real and super, super important for all kinds of reasons. Um, yeah, and don't beat yourself up. I mean, a lot of people I know that are neurodiverse really have a hard time with waking up super early. And so I want to give you permission. You do not have to wake up at 5 a.m. or particularly super early. It's important as to what you're doing with it. So if you're with me, why don't you comment below what time do you wake up and what time would you like to wake up? And we will talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.